Okay, Year 10, I'm going to be going through GDevelop, kind of the project tutorial that you'll be following. Now I'm going to use the online version of GDevelop. You can use the offline version. The online version does not let you add your own graphics in, but the offline version does. So with the planning that you've done, and you should have completed that, you should be able to go back and get some of those graphics. In another video, I'm going to show you how to split those graphics into different sprites, but it's not really relevant to this video here. However, just keep in mind that sometimes you'll get a sprite sheet, and a sprite sheet kind of looks like, I'll show you what a sprite sheet looks like. A sprite sheet looks like this. So you might get a sheet of sprites with, or like this one here, with run animations on it and so on, but you can't actually just import this straight into GDevelop. Instead, what you have to do is split it up. And there's tools that we'll look at. I'll put that in a separate video on how to export those sprite sheets as different sprites. If you remember from Piskel, then that is the tool that I'll use. It's very easy to use, and I'll show you how to do it in a different video. But for today, I'm just going to get the character controller working, running, jumping. And you can do this as well. You can do it with just any graphic you want. It doesn't matter. We'll sort that out after. Now, where is my GDevelop? There it is. Okay, so I create a new project in here, and I'm going to start with an empty game. This one here is going to let me save it to my Google Drive if I'm logged in, or I can download a copy of it. I download the game file. There's nothing to actually download there, but up here in the top left corner, scenes, I want to add a new scene. All I'm going to focus on today is making the title screen for it, and the title screen is going to be pretty simple. You'll be able to import a background, you'll be able to import some text. Of course, I can't actually do that on here, and I just want to make it this way because there are some people that are working with Chromebooks and they won't be able to do it with all the fancy graphics. So I'm going to rename this scene first of all to title. And I'm going to double click it to open it up. Now I'm going to add in a new object. This is going to be a text. Okay, and the text is going to be the name of my game, which is going to, you can give it whatever you want. I'm going to call mine Platforms. Pretty boring. The font, choose a font from the font library. It doesn't actually let you. I'll pick that font, whatever it is. It's the only one that's there. It doesn't let you on here, so I'm stuck with this. I'm going to choose size 120 and click apply. Now I can drag that in here, and at least it's a comic font, so that'll work fine. Now I want to change the background of this. I'm going to rename that. I don't like how it, double click it. I'll call it game title. Game underscore title. And click apply. Now I'm going to make a new one, and this is going to be a text as well. Start game. I'll call this start game button, and I'll click apply. The font size of that can maybe be 40, and the font can be that same one that was there before. Start game, and I'll add a new object, text. Then the quick game button. Size 40. Quick game. Now I don't think there are any other fonts in here. It's only this Bimbo JVE, which is that comic font that I've been using. So I'll just use that one. Choose library. That one. Apply. Bring that in. Okay. Now I'm going to make these. I don't think that under behaviors, add a behavior to the object. No, there's no button behavior or anything like that, but that's fine because I'm going to do that in the code. But first, I'm going to make another event, another scene. Choose to add a scene. I'm going to call this one, rename it. I'm going to call it main game. Okay, that's going to be my main game scene. Now what's going to happen, I'm going to make it when I click the start game button or the quick game button, it's going to go to that other one. Now I can add in a new object here, a sprite, and I'm going to add I'm going to call it background. I'm going to add an animation, add, and I can only import what is already here. So hopefully there is a background of some sort in here. Ooh, I might be unlucky. Oh, here we go, boss background. Nope. Space background. Ooh, that's not gonna be good. Here we go, I'll just add a cloud. Apply. I'll bring that cloud in. I'll make it real big. And I will set the Z order backwards. So it's at the back. Now I'm pretty sure there is a way that I can change the scene properties here. Window title, set background color. I'll set it to like a blue color there. Click OK. So here's my pretty exciting game. Okay, game title. You can spend a bit more time on the game title. So there is a website you can use called, I think it's called textcraft.net, and I used that in a previous video. You can upload the graphics in here, make it look real flash, make some graphics for your buttons, find a nice background image, upload all that, and make it look really nice. Now, if you're doing it on Chrome, none of that stuff is going to matter. You can just make it look as nice as you can with this. You might decide to create a nice little background using the sprites that are available to you. We're going to go to events now because there are no events here. We are going to add one. So the first one, we're going to add an empty event. And I'm going to have to figure out how to do this. So Sprite, let's see, mouse and touch. The mouse button is pressed or held. Nope. So I'm just kind of winging this, and this is where Sprite advanced. Nope. Nope. Common conditions for all objects. Objects, number of mouse and touch. Oh, here we go. The cursor touch is on an object. That's what I want. And it's on the start game button. Okay, accurate test. Yes, by default. Yeah. We want no. We actually want to say no for this one. And I will show you why in a minute. But just say no and click OK. So the cursor or touch is on the start game button. Add an action scene. We're going to stop and we actually want to go to another scene. So I'm pretty sure that we can change the scene. Here we go, change the scene to the main game. Stop any other pause scenes, yes. Okay, so let's hit preview and play the game. I'm not sure how long it takes to kind of bring up a preview on here. Take a little bit longer than normal. All right, so if I push start game, oops, it actually just moused over. So it just moused over it and it went to the next scene, which did work, but we actually want to make it click. Add condition, mouse, the mouse button pressed or left, pressed or touch held. No, we'll just say mouse button pressed. That's right. Okay, return true if the specified mouse button is pressed. Okay. So these two conditions, the button is on, the mouse is on the start game button, and touch left or mouse button is down. So now we can check it. Hopefully it won't mouse over that. So that worked. Okay, when I clicked on it. Now I'll show you what I mean by saying yes to this, accurate. I think what it's going to do, I might be wrong, is it's only going to let you click on the exact sprite part. So if there's a transparent bit like here, oh no, it did work. Okay, so it doesn't actually matter. It may be for other non-standard shapes, but that works. So what we've got here, the cursor or touch is on the start game button. The left or mouse button is down. We're going to change the scene to the main game. That'll do for this video. I think that's enough just to get the title screen started. I'm going to create another video right now, so it'll be uploaded around the same time as this one on how to actually split those sprite sheets up and import them into GDevelop. I'll be using the desktop version for that, of course, and I'll start making that now. But this is the end of this video.